Hi there, it's Taylor with West Physiotherapy, and I was going to talk about back and hip pain, uh, tightness, but uh, I'm wearing my new eyeball shirt from Palm and Pine, so I'm going to talk about eyeballs and how this can relate to head and neck pain. So I'm going to talk quickly about how these muscles at the back of our neck are related to our eye movements, how they're supposed to work, what happens to us posturally that sometimes messes that up, and then a quick little super easy movement. I don't even want to call it an exercise that could help with that. Quick caveat, if you have neck pain or headaches, talk to your doctor. There's lots of different reasons why you could have that. You want to make sure that you don't have something more serious and medical going on. But a lot of times, these problems are musculoskeletal and postural and neuromuscular in nature. And so physical therapy can be a great tool for improving those things. Okay, so you've got little sub-occipital. This is your occiput, the back of your head. Tiny little muscles here that attach from your spine to your head, and they are responsible for small head movements. They have a lot of sensory organs in them that help them discern where your head is in space. And that's important because we use our eyes to scan our environment. And so our eyes and our head need to be very closely synced so that when we look places, our eyes and head are moving together. This is super important as we were evolving in terms of keeping ourselves safe and hunting for food and all that kind of stuff. So these tiny little muscles right here, the ones that get super sore, the ones that you like poke on and you're like, oh my gosh, can I just get that to loosen up? And then it starts shooting in your eyeball and all this stuff. These muscles were not really designed to hold your head up. They're just designed to fine-tune where your eyes and your head are moving. But what happens to us is we sit a lot, we do a lot of things forward here, and they end up getting really involved in head and neck extension, or they get unbalanced because we have some asymmetry, and so one side is tight and one side is on tension. So because these muscles are so closely linked to eye movements, we can use the eyes to help relax these muscles. And your eyes are free, which is cool. All right, I'm going to take you through a quick little exercise. It's not even an exercise. It's a movement that you could do laying down or sitting up. This was, I'm not a Feldenkrais practitioner, but this was a movement that kind of awareness through movement that Feldenkrais described. That's kind of where I learned about it. Interestingly enough, it's very similar to another activity that you can do to help stimulate your vagus nerve and increase parasympathetic activity. So you might find it just kind of relaxing to do it. So that's good. We need relaxing for the new year, start of the new year. All right, so what you're going to do is check turning your head to the left and just notice how it feels. Notice how far behind you you can see. It might look like I'm turning right or left. Just go one way or the other. And then how easy is the movement? Do you feel tightness? Do you feel pinching? How far behind you can you see? How far can you turn it? Mine's already a little bit better because I practiced this before I did the video. So you're going to do that. And then what you're going to do is close your eyes, and with your head still and your eyes closed, I put on eye makeup so this would look a little better. You're going to take your eyes one way or the other. I'm going to do to the right, and I'm going to go as far to the corner of my eye to the right as I can. And from there, I'm going to kind of track at the right up towards my eyebrow or the ceiling and down towards the floor. And you might notice my head might be moving just a little bit because it just can't help itself. It wants to follow where my eyes are going, even with my eyeballs closed. And I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to come back to the center over at the right side. You can notice, how this feels. Does it feel difficult for one eye, easy for the other? Does it feel like they're smoothly doing the same thing? what might happen to some of you is you do this a few times and then come back to the center, is you might get kind of like a deep diaphragmatic breath. And that's a nice, good thing. That probably has more to do with your autonomic nervous system than anything else. Now, you come back to the center. You're going to take, still eyes are closed, head is staying in the center. You're going to take your eyes over to the left now. As far as they'll go, over to that left corner or towards the bridge of your nose for the other eye, and you're going to track up towards the ceiling or your eyebrow, down towards your cheek or the floor, kind of back and forth with that a few times. And just notice what you're feeling. Then you're going to come back to the center with your eyeballs, go up, both eyes are going up towards your eyebrows or the ceiling. I can feel that. Makes my forehead want to go up. And then you're going to take, kind of swoop along the bridge of your brow, kind of over to the left and up and over to the right. And I feel my head wanting to go up and over as I do that. Okay. And now you're going to take both eyeballs down towards your cheeks or the floor and swoop them both over to the left, center, over to the right, center, over to the left, center, over to the right, center. Okay, then you're going to open your eyes. So if you stuck with me for that, now what I want you to do is recheck your neck motion. You're going to look to the left. I'm going quite a bit further with more ease. I don't feel tightness till the very end and lower down in my spine. And you're going to check to the right. Just feels really good. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm Taylor with West Physiotherapy. Drop me a comment if you have any questions. If you're concerned about headaches or neck pain, see a medical professional. But this is a nice little activity that most people can do safely, and it feels good. All right, Happy New Year.